Right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, my name's Carrie. If you've been here before, shit, we've done that before. Let me just hold up. What's that? What's going on over here? That's better. All right. It's all right. Just seeing lights going on my mic that I didn't need on, but anyway. All right, guys, we've got a reading for fire signs today. Hey, you. I love how you say hello like I didn't just talk to you a second ago, right? All right, just gonna give it a minute or so. All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. So, what else? Let me just go through, was it housekeeping? Housekeeping. Guys, in the description box, you will find details. If you're looking to book a pre-recorded read, you can book those through my Etsy store. You can also grab a copy of my deck through my Etsy store there as well. For live personal reads, my email address, WhatsApp, Instagram. Preferably don't use Facebook because I was just saying I don't really use that at the moment. But there's plenty of ways to get in contact if you would like to book a live personal reading. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else I kind of need to say. How are you, beautiful? How you been? How have you been? What else? What else? All right, we are going to go through daily jazz. We're going to go through the daily jazz of today. Are we all on the 27th? It is the 27th for you guys over the other side of the world too, isn't it? We're all on the 27th right now, I believe. So we're going to go through the daily jazz for 27th and 28th. And then there is, I don't know if you guys have paid attention at all to the thumbnail, but there's lines of numerology. So it's kind of groups and sections. These messages or those messages will be for all of the fire signs collectively. And then we're going to jump into each of the signs and we're going to do a charm reading for you guys. So we're going to do Aries, Leo, Sag, do charms, a bit of tarot, and some of my oracle cards. All right, so now I just needed to make sure that I spy another Aries. Where, who, what, when, where? Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are you spotting? Spotting what? All right, let me just write my little timestamps down so I can make sure. Right. Just write that down so that I can make sure that I've got all of that put together the way that I want it to. I might just take it up to 4 minutes there before I start the daily jazz and all of that, because you guys know I've got, my little OCD about having even numbers here. Like, I hate having all the seconds and shit off. Like, I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I have to. We just have to put up with my OCD today. All right. Oh, we've got all the Aries in here. Well, glad you guys are here with me. Aries, where are my Leos at? Where are all my Leos at right now? What are you guys doing? Just out there sleeping in the sun, huh? Yeah. I did not know that, Amy. I didn't know that. I mean, look, I just assumed that, most of my members, when you guys became members, were all Leos, right? Because I used to predominantly read for Leo. But look, I don't care either way. I love you guys regardless, right? Regardless of what sign you are. The cat napping be real. It does, right? It is real. We're just big cats. That's what we are. All right, Aries, Leo, Sag, let's get into the daily jazz first, and then we'll go through the general message for all of you guys, and then, like I said, we'll move into the individual signs. So, all right, beautifuls. So today is the 27th of the 9th, 2025. I need my freaking glasses because, I can't see. Okay, so today breaks down to a number 9. Saturday being Saturn energy, Capricorn. Again, I got very much so with that 9 energy and the Capricorn energy, having discipline here with what it is that you're putting an end to. I'm really kind of hoping that for those of you that are on the different kind of levels, that after you leave this message, when you go away from this, that tomorrow brings some sort of new beginning and new change. And I say that because tomorrow, the 28th of September 2025, breaks down to a number 1. So it's a 1 day, which is also a Sunday tomorrow. Sun energy, Leo energy, baby. The sun currently in Libra, the moon for the next 2 days is sitting in Scorpio. So we're also talking about as well, balancing things out here with that Libra energy. We are also Scorpio energy, Pluto, right? It's about power and transformation, evolution here as well. So again, guys, let's hope that you guys enjoy the message and get something good out of it, whether it's a confirmation, a kick up the butt, whatever the fuck you guys need out of this. That's what we're here to do. But we'll get into the top line of numerology. So 122, 123, 222, 244, 313, 321. 551 and 744. So if you guys have been seeing those numbers now, Spirit were really sort of clear about the breakdown of this message, the numerology and what it relates to. So that first line, first section, if you guys have been seeing that and things are kind of only just sort of picking up for you guys, or you've just sort of, just sort of getting to that point where you're really kind of ready to sort of let that past go, then these messages are going to be for you guys. And again, you could be seeing these numbers. So if you are seeing those numbers, we're not talking about love here, all right? We will get to that section, but it's a whole different group of numbers for the love portion of the message, all right? So just be mindful that there's context to even the numerology here, and it won't be the same. So again, you guys could be seeing 1111, but 1111 for different reasons, okay? So if some of you guys wouldn't be at the stage where you're ready for love anyway, and there could be a different message for why you're seeing 1111. But again, just bear with me, right? Because Spirit had to give me this whole breakdown before that I had to say out loud, and I'm just sort of getting my head around it. All right. So for those of you that are seeing that first group of numbers, okay, this is so Spirit asking you to step into this new beginning of freedom and personal power with a focus on your independence. This is a time for you guys for your personal growth. Okay, so if you've, say, for instance, maybe I've even only recently stepped away from a connection, you could be being guided to even end a connection. Okay, so it could be for those of you that are sort of either trying to end things, or you're at the stage where you've ended things, but if you're not sort of, you hadn't made that progress, or you haven't made that progress, these are going to be the messages that you need to hear. So 1, 2, 3, Spirit want you to take some sort of inspired action here to manifest your dreams and desires by working towards your goals. So inspiration, motivation usually comes once you actually start pushing yourself to actually make some sort of changes here. Spirit want you to also remain in faith on your journey and continue to align yourself with your goals, okay? Because you will get to the place that you want to get, but with 244, you need to remain disciplined and focused with the actions that you're taking towards balance and harmony, right? So again, if you know you're not at that stage where you've gotten to like opportunities right at your doorstep, abundance and wealth and all that sort of shit's flowing in because of the choices and the actions that you've actually made, then again, this is where you're at. So your actions are leading towards progress, or they need to lead towards progress. Continue to embrace any new opportunities, including opportunities that may appear to be challenges. Those challenges are there for you to be able to transform and to evolve and to grow. So keep welcoming those in. Remain optimistic for your creativity, because you are on your way towards achieving your goal. If you're sort of taking action, right, you will get there. There are major changes that are underway that are going to be transformational and very, very important to and it's very important to continue to make positive choices at this time. So, and you'll notice, again, if you're not making those positive choices, if you're not making those changes, you won't progress to that level of success that you guys are looking for, and those dreams and desires won't manifest. So that's kind of how you can gauge where you're at the moment, fire signs, as to what's opening up, what's coming in, what's kind of right there ready for you to grab. Your inner knowing and is guiding you, and it's guiding you correctly. So make sure you keep trusting that. 10:10 on my clock right now, Spirit. So I needed to tell you guys that. Trust the journey that you're on. It is leading you towards your personal power right now, and continue to dedicate yourself to achieving your goals. So if those are the numbers that you guys have been seeing, those are the messages that Spirit want you to know for where you're at. So again, keep going with whatever it is that you've got planned. Keep trusting yourself, keep checking in with spirit when you need that guidance, assistance. Keep asking for those signs and synchronicities to be revealed to you so that you can easily understand what spirit's trying to communicate with you in regards to particular different things that you're working on or trying to work on or thinking about working on. All right. For those of you that keep seeing a lot of 8-8 energy that have already put in this effort, especially when it comes to your creativity, right? So fire sign energy, fire energy, is very much a creative energy. Well, in my opinion, it's very creative. I mean, all three signs are all about leadership, innovation, creativity, passion, drive. So it is about what it is that you're creating here. And if you guys haven't been working towards those goals and you haven't been achieving or trying to create, this life that you want, then you're probably not at 8-8 energy. So if you are seeing 8-8 and you've done all the work, right? So if you've done all the above that we just finished talking about and you're in that middle spot, this is about you and the fact that you've taken control back of your life and the choices. And you've made some sort of changes here that are actually attracting these opportunities for abundance. So keep maintaining your balance though between your spirituality and your material world and your material goals. Okay, so this isn't about just trying to do all the spiritual work and then focus on, money, right? You need to keep that balance between your spirituality and your materialistic needs and continue on that journey, continue growing. Now, for those of you that have been getting a lot of 8-8 energy, you're sitting in 8-8 energy, opportunities are presenting, and you are quite balanced at the moment. This is where we get into that next stage. Because remember, the whole purpose of this deep healing journey that we've kind of committed ourselves to is, working from the bottom to the top. So it generally doesn't happen where you find a divine union, but you haven't put in any of the work, you haven't had faith in yourself, trust in yourself, you haven't made changes. You're not going to get that divine union, right? So for those of you where you're thinking that that's what you need first, scrap that. You need to, again, focus on your personal power and independence here first and foremost, and building yourself up so that you can prepare yourself for that third stage. So those of you that are ready for love and you guys have been seeing numbers like 717, 1111 or 1212, all right, this is the message that's coming through for you guys. I can't believe you actually sent that to your brother today, Simrex. That was just like, I was like, this could go either way. But anyway, all right, guys, let's get this last bit of the message out and then we'll get into the signs. 717 is all about an indication of the arrival of a twin flame connection or a divine union soulmate connection. So this connection is going to hold a significant purpose in your journey, and it's trying to tell you that you are ready to attract in a partner who is aligned with your soul's journey. Now, for some of you guys, and I'm going to say probably a very rare few of you, if anyone, I mean, none of you guys that are regulars on my channel have I seen this energy kind of play out for you guys yet. But for those of you that, like I said, have done the work, you've taken those leaps of faith, you've invested in yourself and you have built yourself up so strong and independently, and you've been chasing those goals and dreams and it's been manifesting, this is where you're at. And for some of you guys, you could already be in this. Okay, so if you are already in this, then this is your confirmation that you're at the sweet spot, baby. Like you've gotten to the point where, and I think Spirit said, well done, you did it. Right? Well done, you did it. 1111, so you've done the work necessary and are ready for your dream connection, which brings stability, depth, balance, harmony. You're going to have a shared purpose with this person. So again, if you're getting to that stage where you've done all the other shit, opportunities there for abundance and all that fucking fancy shit, Spirit's like, did you have to call it fancy shit? I kind of did, right? I kind of did. It is fancy shit. But again, this is where you're at, or this is where you're in right now. For some of you, this actually is a twin flame that you're going to come into union with. With some of you, it might be a reunion in this lifetime. Okay, now let me be really, really clear here, because for those of you who I'm reading for Spirit were very, very specific in saying some of you could be tripping thinking your ex is your twin, okay, but they aren't. Some of you guys, you actually haven't even come across your twin, right? So you could be buying into, certain ideas, certain concepts that aren't exactly in alignment with the download that Spirit have been given me about certain energy when it comes to twin flame connection. So for some of you guys, it could be a false twin in your past that you've met. And it's actually that what's been happening is that these karmic relationships that you've been in have been your preparation to have a reunion with your twin flame in this lifetime. Okay, so some of you guys may also choose that if those of you that are on a twin flame journey, and not everybody is, I also don't believe that everybody is. Thank you, Don. Clickbait reading the other day was genius. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, look, Spirit, you're just going to have to go for clickbait titles here to get people over from the dark side. And that's fine, you know. We do what we have to up in here, right? We do what we have to. Well, that's the thing. The twin flame journey shouldn't suck, right? It actually shouldn't suck. If you were to think about, SB, if you think about who you are as a person, how your soul is, you really need to sit and think, is the person that you've considered your twin flame actually the other half of your soul? Because if they don't mirror your energy, if this person doesn't have that goodness in them, right, and you've never seen that, then that's probably not your twin flame. That's a false twin flame. It's the idea of that pain, that elevation, but in actual fact, that's a karmic relationship. And karmic relationships are there for us to clear karma and to learn lessons and to grow. So for a lot of you guys be tripping out here thinking, you know, your ex is your twin, and they're not. They're actually a false twin and a karmic that was designed to prepare you to go through level 1, level 2, to get to level 3, to have that in this lifetime with that person. Okay, so the twin flame journey isn't supposed to be brutally devastating and soul breaking, right? It's not meant to break your fucking soul apart. Twin flame journey is hard, yes, but because even though you've done all the work, when you come into contact with the next person that you decide to spend your life with, there's still going to be things that you and this person have to, from all the things that you've learned from these karmic lessons, work through together in order to keep elevating. So as an individual, yes, you've elevated to the stage where that can come in, but there's still shit that you have to learn to kind of let go of or get out of your comfort zone, or again, test these, I don't want to say test these theories, right? But test the knowledge that you've gained and actually put that into practice. 1, 2, 3 on my screen over here. So again, just be mindful that you guys could be buying into, you know, some shit out there that has never really felt, I mean, to me personally, a lot of the shit that I read about twin flames has never really felt, I mean, it should be hard, yes, because again, it's made to help you to elevate and grow, but it's not meant to be nasty and dark and deceptive and like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. Like, for me to sit there and look at anything from my past and go, that's my true twin, I kind of just go, well, then am I that? Is that who I am? Because I know in my heart and soul that's not who I am. And so I can't resonate with a lot of the, I'm going to call them falsehoods, right? Because that's what, again, this is the download that Spirit have been giving me the past probably, 5-6 days. And these numbers have been quite strongly showing up for me in my world right now. And let me tell you, there ain't no one from my fucking past that's got balls enough to fucking even come back and fucking say they're sorry to me. So it's not from my past. It hasn't been in my past. It's not there for me. So, and I'm going to say it's probably for a lot of you guys that's the same. It's just that you guys have fed a lot of this shit in Toxic Tarot about twin flame this, twin flame that, and it's not meant to be that fucking hard, but it is a challenge because you are going to have to let go of still that past energy that you probably won't even be aware of that you're still carrying, right? And it will creep up. It will creep up when you get into a connection. Those little issues, those little things, right, will creep up. You'll be challenged to being open and trusting a new person to be able to communicate with them properly. You know, so it's things like that where you guys think that no, that was hard. Well, no, when you actually truly meet your twin after all the shit that you fucking learn, the hard part is actually putting all of that into play here and maintaining that and having that stability in that connection. So it's not going to be easy because you are going to have to trust another human being and trust that they are going to show up for you the way that you're going to show up for them, right? So it will be challenging. It will challenge you. So yeah, don't buy into too much bullshit, fear porn, this, that, and the other, because I'm telling you now, like these horrible individuals from your past, if you are the one that's healing and growing and no one from the past is coming back in an upright way where they've actually made, that's definitely not your twin. Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, so again, just be mindful of that. 1212 is an opportunity to move forward together with your twin flame if you are on a twin flame journey, or for soulmates, a new opportunity to enter into a lasting connection. So be and stay open to it, but expect it to be a challenge still. It's not going to be easy either way, whether it's a twin flame connection, whether it's a soulmate connection. You are going to have things come up where you are going to have to remind yourself you are now no longer living in those past timelines, right? You don't have to shield yourself. You don't have to bite your tongue. You are able to, and you're going to have to even push yourself from time to time to step out of your comfort zone, not be guarded, and trust this individual that you are able to express your truth, lay your heart and soul, bare for this person to see. And that's going to be a challenge. That is going to be a challenge after cutting everything off, closing yourself down, going into hermit mode, doing all the work. Trust me, this is going to be a fucking challenge. But this is the whole thing where two people elevate and rise in love. We're not falling in love anymore, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, we are not falling in love. What happens when we fall? I mean, if you fall over, what happens? You usually hurt yourself, right? Scrape a knee, right? Break a leg, whatever the fuck. We don't want to be falling in love. If you've fallen in love in the past, it means you've fallen, right? You want to be standing right now independently and then rise in love together. That's what it's about. It's about elevation, right? So no more falling in love, please, Aries, Leo, Sag, right? We are rising in love, baby. People in the chat, I know there's got a lot of energies behind there. Guys, don't forget, just double tap your screen if you're on your mobile, right? Double tap that screen, show some appreciation. Hit that like button. It really does help to get this message out. And I do believe there are fire signs that absolutely need to hear this shit and less of the toxic bullshit about the past and people's karma and all that crap. So whether you are on a twin flame journey or a soulmate connection, if you really have done the healing work, then you are about to enter a new and deeply profound spiritual connection here. And it is a part of your soul's journey. And this is what everything that you've gone through up until now has been preparing you for. So for those of you guys that are there and have gotten there, well done, you did it. Now click off tarot, go live your fucking life happily. Stop worrying about the past and shit. We shouldn't even be on tarot. If you're there, if you're not, when you get there, the message is going to be, well done, you did it. Okay, so, all right, we're going to get into now each of the signs, starting out with Aries. I might just give myself a minute here. Instead of on 25 minutes, number 7. Number 7. Let's move that up there and get it out my way. Got my little reminder up there too. All right, so I'm going to be doing, again, like I said, we're going to be doing some charms. And I'll just stop a minute and say I'm just reading all this shit. Bella, who else is in here? I know I've addressed a few people out there, but Bella, let's have a look who else we got. Ninth, oh yeah, homies. What did I just see there? Now shit's going all over my screen. Oh, Device. Welcome. Roberto. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh shit, Aries, man. Let me just look, we've got a bit of Usher going on in the background. You got it bad, right? I don't know, you got it bad for somebody? Everything in your past, you want to let it go, huh? Been there and done it, fucked around. Aries is ready to let go of fucking around and finding out for themselves, I think. Hopefully all signs are. Look, I do too. I'm all into my old school R&B and hip hop and shit. I've been getting my kids into it too. They love it. I mean, they don't really listen to the radio anyway, so they have to put up with mum's shit. Look, Bella, please, I took the cake on fucking Simrex's channel this morning, man. Like when it was last night for you guys. I just gave back what you guys were giving to me last night. I thought I'd just one up you. Anyway, Aries, let's grab some charms for you guys. Do a little bit of a charm reading for you, beautifuls. All right, Aries, let's get it. Have a little look here. What we got? I don't want to get too many here because, oh, shit. Yeah, look at that. Looky here. All right, we got Virgo Scorpio out here. So, look, Aries, this could be about, or this, again, you could be at that stage where you're sort of really looking at and examining, you know, the changes that you need to make. The transformation, okay, how you're going to put an ending to certain things and how you're going to, again, come up and rebirth from whatever that is. So, what else we got out here? What else we got? A lot out here, to be honest. So yeah, spirituality could be quite a focus right now for you guys. All right, so we've got the cross out here. Moving forward, right? So somebody's definitely out here focused on having some sort of movement here, forward movement. We've also got the little plane out here as well. It's a little paper plane. It's actually a little metal paper plane, right? So also getting something about travel here as well, Aries. Okay, so there could be some sort of travel coming up for you guys. You could be thinking about traveling. Got the little postcard out there. Also a little camera. So I know you could be going on a little vacay, thinking about something like that. You could also be looking at the big picture here. I just got big picture here with the little camera. So looking at the big picture. You could also be seeing black birds at the moment, any kinds of black birds, which could be an omen, a good omen for you guys. Right, there's definitely been, we've got tennis rackets out here with the scissors. So, I don't know, you've definitely cut off any type of game playing or playing games, right? So, I don't know, Aries, maybe you, look, it's all good. We've all been fucking toxic, haven't we? You could be maybe cutting off being a bit of a player, right? That could have been something that you've cut out of your life. There is here references to a little bit, I want to say enjoyment as well. I don't know, you could very much be getting into or getting back to the things that you once enjoyed, just simple things as well. So I don't know if for some of you guys, when maybe you were in certain connections in the past, you might have drifted away from some of your passions, hobbies, or just things that you loved. Like for me, when I was in the depth of my shit, I was quite disconnected from music. And I'm saying that because music's actually out here. So we've got tape and we've got the guitar out here. Aries, what are you watching out here? You could be watching something, watching somebody, or again, just watching certain things to get some sort of ideas, maybe information. Okay, so there could be, I don't know, I'm getting podcasts for somebody, so you could be listening to podcasts, something like that, something of that nature where it's something about healing and health, right? Or something about health and healing. There's a lot to do about health out here. We've got 2 stethoscopes out here too. Okay, so I don't know, some of you guys could be, again, looking at the health of what you're absorbing, whether that be what you're listening to, what you're watching as well. You could also be getting in touch more so with your ancestors and your roots at the moment. I've got a little charm out here, which my grandfather made. It's a little charm. It's meant to be of an instrument that comes from the part of Greece you come from, but it always just reminds me of ancestral energy. So again, you could be tapping into ancient knowledge here as well, ancient wisdom here, connecting with your guides a lot more. You could be having some sort of luck here, or hoping to get lucky maybe when it comes to finances. We've got the little cherries out here with a little stack of cash. So you could be hoping for some sort of luck here when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to your financial stability. Aries, with the moon here, though, there could still be some fears surrounding this. 212 could be significant when it comes to areas of finance. So if you are having some fears here with that moon about your finances, we need to drop those fears. Definitely don't want to manifest the opposite of what it is that we actually want. All right, so what else we got out here? What the fuck is that? Is that like a Loch Ness monster or some shit? Is it meant to be a giraffe? I think it's meant to be a giraffe. So I don't know. It could be sticking your neck out, right? Looking, really looking around. Again, I get big picture energy with the giraffe, and I just saw my eyes just hit on the little camera again. So again, it could be again looking at big picture thing here with where you're at. Right, you're not so. I'm going to say for somebody, you're looking at how one thing leads to another, how A leads to B leads to C, how this moment leads to the next moment, to the next and to the next. And so somebody's a lot more conscious about what they're doing in the here and now, because they also know it's going to have some sort of on-flow effect to the next days, right? The seed we plant today, you know, will continue to grow over the next days, weeks, months. If you haven't been Aries, looking at cleaning up or getting into good health with what it is that you're listening to, what it is that you're viewing, that could also be a suggestion here. Maybe Spirit want you to, again, look at whether the things that you are watching, the things that you're listening to are healthy for you, whether they're actually helping you to cut off, you know, playing games or to eliminate your fears, or again, just to manifest the dreams and desires that you have. So again, be mindful where you're at, Aries, with those messages. Take what resonates to where you're at in your journey, okay? But they're not all going to resonate the same. There was one that I didn't go through, the crutch. So I don't know, some of you guys could also be still needing something or using something to kind of prop you up emotionally. So again, if there's anything that you're using that's not something you want to have long term in your life, or not something that's meant to be around right now, get rid of that. Stop leaning on whatever that is, okay? Lean into the healing and I want to say the uncomfortable zone, right? Lean into the uncomfortable zone here, Aries, because that's where you're going to get your growth. All right, let's have a little look with some tarot, and then we'll get you guys some oracle cards as well. Again, guys, pin comment if you guys are looking to get pre-recorded or a copy of my deck. The link to my Etsy store is in the pinned comments. I will be probably, I am actually, I'm going to be running a little bit of a sale when it comes to pre-records and live personal reads for October. So I'll probably post those in the next day or so. And then update Etsy with the discounted amounts or the pre-records so that they're already done. So if you guys are looking to, you know, get a little bit deeper into what's going to really, really help you, maybe what you're not seeing that could be playing out in your subconscious that you need to be aware of so that you can shift it, that's where you're going to get that value, all right? So let's have a look, Aries. What have we got going on here for Aries energy at the moment? Oh, okay. All right. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Devil. What is this? 222. Aries, if you're sitting in this energy now, I'm going to say that I could get dual messages here as well. There might be some of you guys that watch my channel here that aren't even close, man. Like, you're not even close, right? You're not even close yet, because you haven't quite taken up the challenge of working on this shit, because there's still some sort of toxicity here. So look, Aries, if you're still sitting in toxic energy here, baby, like, you know, it's time to get that Nine of Wands in the upright, to that perseverance energy, right? To that final push, to that getting close, okay? But if you haven't, you're still doing some toxic shit out here, or if you're coming to my channel looking for some sort of toxic fucking tarot, you're not getting it. All you're going to get here is a fucking ass whooping about your behavior, because we're not focused on the past, okay? We're not focusing on the past. So, don't know whose energy that is, but man, Spirit, do I have to read for those energies? They're like, yeah, you do. Okay. So to those of you Aries, man, who are still caught up in some fucked up shit out here, what's this new beginning that you're after? What's this new start here that you're wanting? And who the fuck is it that you're wanting it with, right? Spirit's like, don't get annoyed out here, Carrie. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I could have, what is that? What is that? What is that? So, I don't know, Aries energy, potentially trying to go after another Aries energy. Is this like an Aries and Aries story here? Or is that your energy as well? Like, you're in some toxic fucking energy out here. 8 of Swords as well. Trapped and stuck. Stressed the fuck out and stuck. But what is that? Aries, man, if you're sitting in this fucking energy, how the fuck are you expecting this, man? You've got no control, no discipline here. Nothing that we went through in any of that numerology for whoever I'm reading for right now is even coming close to anything from the start of this message till now. This is just like, boom, somebody just dropped a bomb energetically in here. And yeah, sort your shit out, whoever you are, okay? I can't do it for you. Toxic Tarot won't do it for you. Right, the only way to sit there and get that new beginning, man, again, who the fuck could, I'm like, who's watching it? Who's watching this? Who's sitting in the background? Who's going to watch this on the replay that thinks that they're ready for this shit, right? But, look at that, like, you're not ready for that shit, because look at you. Look at you. Like, that, you couldn't get a fucking worse energy right now, Aries, to be trying to have some sort of new beginning with somebody, whether it's from the past, somebody new, or fucking anything, man. This is not an energy that you can move forward with. This is where you need to start looking at what the fuck you're doing with you. Nobody wants a new beginning with that energy, man. Nobody does. So Aries, if you've come here in that energy thinking that all that wonderful numerology relates to you, it doesn't, because you're not even at that stage. You're not even at that fucking stage. You haven't even accepted the new beginning as being something that you need to also show up in a new energy, not this toxic, stuck, no discipline, being aggressive, no action. You're not going to get that. The way to get that is to do this for yourself, right? Independently love yourself. Build yourself up. Learn what self-love actually looks like. Spirit said enough time on that. We're going to reshuffle those cards and tap into the actual Aries energy that's there. 12-12 on my screen, right? Because the 12-12 on my screen for the Aries that's really fucking there. But whoever I just fucking read for, man, you're not even that fucking 12-12 energy. Not even fucking close to it, baby. Not in that fucking energy. Shit. Yeah, tell them, Spirit. Fucking tell them. Don't be coming around here fucking thinking, you're at that level when you're not. But I do know some Aries energies that are absolutely fucking at that level right now. They're absolutely at the 12-12 level. But whoever that was, man. So, Aries learning how to let go of some of the bullshit, right? Some of the heavy shit. Aries like, you know what? I'm straightening my fucking back out. I don't have no scoliosis out here. I'm ready to take on the fucking world. Because the Aries that I'm reading for, like I said, I saw 12-12 on the count. That Aries energy is ready for 12-12. They're ready for divine union. They're ready for twin flame energy. They're ready for that shit. But that first energy, poof, you are not in the same category of fucking Aries that I know. Aries, definitely gotten yourself a different perspective here. Releasing your fears too. Right? No longer afraid of success. And look, you could have been, right? Success, success is a hard thing to maintain for some people, right? So it's scary to get there and then lose it. So you could have also been a little bit fearful in the past Aries, maybe of having some sort of success. Right? But again, for those of you Aries that have put in the fucking work, that are having those opportunities, new ideas, right? Things are actually presenting that you've wanted. It's because you're ready for them. And it's because you've put in the work. You've put in enough work to get it. So what else do we need to know about this Aries energy, right? This more upright, positive Aries energy. 3 of Pentacles. So working well together, right? Things are working well. You could also be working well with others. You could also just be finding that since you've let go of some shit that maybe even in the workplace, okay, this could also be at work where you've got a lot more tolerance and things, right? So there's skills here that you've gained. You've put in some sort of work here. We've got, 3 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, baby. Aries, those of you that are sitting in that energy, your ships are sailing in here because you've had growth. It's leading you towards success. Now you got to do is maintain that, okay? That's all you got to do is maintain that. Get you a couple of Oracle cards from my Oracle deck, but I'm sorry, that first Aries energy that I read for me, you want to get there? All right, you're going to have to do this, man. Get out of your head. Look at that, Emperor in reverse. You got to get out of your head and stop thinking that these kind of reads are for you. Be realistic about where you're at. And I mean, take action, right? Be brave, take action. Take control of your life. If you want all that good shit, you got to earn it, okay? You got to earn it. All right, Sigma, summed up. Aries, time to see all the good small things in life, add them up. There's a lot to be grateful for here. There is a lot to be grateful for. The fact that Spirit assisted and guided you towards ending certain things, guided you towards the right path, led you towards the right people, the right information, the right tools, the right opportunities, all of that. Accumulate all of that together, right? There is a lot here to be grateful for. And if you're only just coming into that energy, maintain that gratitude, okay? Spirit want you to maintain that gratitude. Artemis, we've got courage, empowerment, protective. Aries, you've got a lot of strength here. Starting to lead by example as well. And that's what we need out of Aries energy. Aries, you want to be number one, baby, right? You got to lead correct. You got to lead correctly. You got to lead others correct. Okay, so show people what it looks like to be brave, to be courageous, to be disciplined, to be in control, and show other people how to do that through your own actions. All right, give me one more for Aries. Oh, look at that, baby. Aries is taking control. Aries, look, Mystical's 11-11, right? Aries already had 12-12 on the count up here. Whoever I'm reading for, Aries, those Aries energy, you guys are ready for that connection. You guys are ready for that next stage. Be open to it. And get ready. Be ready, stay ready, right? Because that's what's happening in your world. That's what's going to be happening because you've taken control. Damn, Spirit's like one more. Yeah, look at that. You made some good moves here, baby. Aries, you've been making some good moves out here. Again, if you guys are sitting in here and you haven't already double tapped your screen and you just, can we just show a bit of appreciation for the messages from Spirit? That would be nice, Otherwise, if you're not enjoying it, you know what you can do? Spirit's like, don't say it. I'm like, I'm gonna. Can we just I'll pinky promise I won't say it to anyone else. If you're not enjoying the message, right, or you're here for the wrong reasons, can you just kindly fuck off out of the energy? Because I really don't want to have to read Leo or Sag, right, with some toxic fucking shitty energy either. So if you're that kind of toxic fucking energy that's hanging around, you don't have reciprocal energy, can't even show appreciation, then please kindly fuck off. Happy and being in hermit? Well, that's good because you're at least at that stage where you're building yourself up, right? I know you guys have, right? I'm talking about the dipshits that just fucking come in here and try and absorb my energy, Spirit's message, and think that they're spiritual, right? But they can't even show gratitude for all the shit that Spirit channeled through me for this message, right? That's what it is, man. Gratitude. We just said it as well. Gratitude. We've got to be grateful for the shit that Spirit are giving us. And again, it might not be what you want to hear, guys, but this is what you need to hear. And that's what Spirit give you, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right? False people give you what you want to hear. It does take balls to look in the mirror. Absolutely, it does. I love that energy for, again, those of you Aries that are in that at that sweet spot right now. It's only up from here. And look, that's not to say that there won't be fluctuations with things like, your abundance or, finances, things like that. Things will always be, this up and down kind of journey, but you've done the work. The work is like gaining the tools and skills that you need to forever and always overcome any obstacle. Because it doesn't matter if you face an obstacle, you already have now the tools and skills that you've practiced. It's 10:44 on my screen, on my clock, that you've already practiced, that no matter what dip comes in, baby, you're just going to pull and draw upon that wisdom, that knowledge, and apply that to anything that feels challenging. So I love that. I love that energy for you guys. Awesome energy, Aries. You're used to getting spanked? Well, if you need it, you need it. And we all need it from time to time. Shy, get them fucking all the time. On a daily. All right, we're going to move into Leo next, but I'm going to give myself a minute and a half because I just want to have a sip of my coffee and all that good shit and just, yeah. I mean, look, you obviously enjoy a bit of a spanking too, Roberto, like from Spirit. I mean, I welcome the spiritual beat downs, right? Because I know every time I'm disciplined like that by Spirit, I take it a whole lot more seriously. It's different when you're getting it from Spirit, because you're just like, oh shit, I better fucking behave out here, right? I don't want to fuck around and find out with Spirit. Spirit aren't like, people. It's different. They've got different kind of powers to regular people. Oh, gotta let it burn. Man, we're gonna add that to Leo's reading, right? I don't know why so much Usher keeps coming up. We're gonna get that for Sag too. I wonder what might come up for Saggy. That's the thing. My Spotify's on random over here in my ear, but fuck it. You know what? We're just gonna timestamp it at 45. Leo, I should let it burn, baby. So I don't know. There could be something that you're needing to just let it burn, right? Just let it burn. Let it die slowly. Just leave it where it is. Some fell apart. I don't think you're going to change, right? Yeah. Leo, you could be still, again, holding on to somebody, right? Holding on to some sort of hope there when it comes to somebody from your past that you just need to let it burn, right? You need to let it go. And for some of you, that's absolutely the fucking truth because that's what we've been seeing in your reads lately. Hey, Liv, how are you, beautiful? But yeah, spirit thinks you should let that burn. Let the idea burn, right? Step into that new beginning. So if you haven't, oh, come on, Roberta, that's a little bit too far. That's a bit far, but if you're not at the stage where you're at level 1, like, don't even worry about level 2 and 3 with all that numerology and the channeled stuff in the beginning of the message. If you're still waiting for some dude from your past or someone from your past to come back and apologize and all that sort of shit, then you're not even at level 1 of that first line of numerology. You're still stuck in somewhere that I don't read for. So let that shit burn, right? And then you can get on board with the rest of us over out here. All right, let's get some charms for you, Leo. What? Shit, I got high expectations of my Leo crew. Oh, Spirit's like, there's very little out here. We're gonna get more. We're gonna get some more. We need more out here. All right. Oh, Leo. What is going on? What is going on out here, man? There's a lot of shit going on here, so. Jesus Christ. Spirit's like, just breathe, Carrie. It's all good. Yep, we're gonna have some toxic Leo energies that are gonna come up in this reading who unfortunately are still caught up in the whole toxic tarot, you know, people are doing spell work on you and, you know, fucking all this sort of shit. You're obsessed and want somebody to love you, right? There's somebody in Leo that's looking at Leo reads here, right? That's just sort of desperate for some sort of love here. Whoever you are blaming, or you could be blaming everything on somebody doing spell work on your jar spells, right? I've got the spell book out here. It's about somebody from your past, right? Looking at old photos, pictures of you, pictures of me, right? So, look, Leo, if you're coming up here with that fucking energy, just please don't. Please fucking don't. Okay. Spirit want me to tell you that you need to star out here, my little Mario star. Thanks, kitties. Stole this from my kids' Lego. Was it Lego? No, not that Lego collection. They're little Mario figurines, but transforming, right? You need to transform. You need to have that transformation out here. So if you are Leo energy, which is still fucking tripping on toxic fucking tarot, thinking that you're stuck because someone's got you in a fucking jar in a freezer, let me tell you, man, your obsession with toxic tarot is what's got you fucking stuck. It's the fact that you don't actually make any calculated fucking moves to do anything. Oh, but that's right. Somebody's targeting you, right? Like, you know, you got somebody that just wants to shoot you down, you know, bang, bang. He shot me down, right? My baby shot me down. Time to dig a fucking hole and bury that shit with the little spade out here, Leo. All right, if that's the energy that you're in, you're coming in my channel and that. Nah, sorry, we're not doing that up in here. Okay, we're not doing that up in here. Spirit, I like separate message here. Okay, cool. So we got someone out here who's definitely, right, and it could be divine feminine. There's like a headless woman. She has a head. She's got no face. It's just that it's the top of the charm's got like the hole. So she's got no face, but could be a feminine, right? This could be somebody that's got some sort of old school values. That dress just reminds me of like the fucking some sort of vintage era, right? Some sort of Victorian era. Victorian could be significant as well. Victoria, that name, those letters, something about that could be significant here. But somebody who's very old school, very traditional. So it could be and it doesn't have to be a feminine, it could be masculine as well. But somebody who's quite traditional. You've cut off a lot, man. You got scissors out here. You just like Edward Scissorhands out here, baby. Like just like chopping everything up, aren't you? Calculator out here, absolutely. Making calculated moves out here with 1, 2, 3, 4 on that calculator. So you are making progress. There's somebody who's had that awakening and starting to look at their options and choices about what they can manifest here to bring in stability. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, all good, baby. You put that Leo energy to the side there, man. That person needs to transform. This person's like a starfish, right? In the sense of like, you know, just lies there and does nothing, right? So whoever you are, Leo, right? Get out of your starfish energy, man, and stop just lying there. Yes, I did just make a very bad sexual joke there, but you're starfishing out here, man. You're not putting any work, all right? And if that's how you are in the bedroom, fuck, man, then you really need to get up and get moving, all right? But that whole energy, I've got a little rhinoceros out here. So I can't, somebody's, again, just, tough, right? Tough, sturdy. You're ready to just, like, bulldoze shit down, aren't you? Just, like, ready to bulldoze shit down with that horn. Working out. Somebody could be working out, looking at their health here. I'm just getting that you're making things work, right? You're putting yourself to work, building that as those mental muscles, right? Those emotional muscles, growing. Sun's out, guns out, Leo. Got a motorbike helmet here too. What are we doing? Going through some sort of crash course here. Could be protecting yourself as well. Could be protecting your downloads, your dreams, all that sort of shit, right? Sort of get very much protecting what you're going through. Also combing through, right? Combing through the details. Combing through everything, right? Sifting through everything. Making sure that you are really... Making sure that you've made calculated moves with every and anything that you possibly can out here. So... I like that energy for this, Leo, whoever I'm reading for over here, but man, starfish, I don't know, you that's not Leo energy either, all right? Starfish energy. I mean, I'm not saying you actually are a starfish in the bedroom, right? It was just a reference with that joke, but stop doing the whole you're fucking stuck, right, because of someone else. You know, you're stuck because you're still in that toxic fucking energy, listening and looking for validation and toxic fucking reads and all the rest of the bullshit that, you know, and you just love me. You just want the past to fucking love you. What do you want? You just want to know that they do? You just need the validation? And then what are you going to do? Be a cunt to this person and turn them down anyway? Probably. But you need to transform that shit and stop thinking that your inaction is spell work, right? It's not spell work. And just, yeah, you're digging yourself your own hole there with that spade too. So get out of that energy if you are that kind of Leo. And probably don't watch my channel because you won't like what I have to say. All right, let's get some tarot out here for... Let's go. Let's hopefully we get this good Leo energy, Spirit. Spirit's like, yeah, we know you don't want a bar of that shit. I fucking don't. I don't want to fucking woe is me. I'm not reading for woe is me fucking Leos, right? I'm not reading for that shit no more. I'm not reading for Leos that are fucking tripping balls thinking you know your fucking worth and you're making fucking moves and shit. You're doing fuck all. Still being toxic. Drowning your fucking sorrows, right? And instigating some bullshit with the past. I'm not about that. So you're not a part of my Leo collective energy that we're trying to create up in here. So please just move the fuck along and go be toxic somewhere else. Go be a disgrace to the fucking tribe in another space, please. And thank you. It's real like it is. It's like, it's a fucking disgrace, man. It is a disgrace. 333. Oh, I got some Leos manifesting, huh? Got Ascended Masters with you, manifesting. Working towards those goals, those dreams, having that growth. 369. Why? Because you've put endings. You've made that choice. Look, that's the deck. The wheel is here, baby. Shit is starting to turn in your favor for those of you, again, that have been working on yourselves. Right? And look at you. You got control of it too, right? Taking control of the wheel. You could also have that sun and that moon out there. You could have Cancer placements as well, Leo. I could also be talking to a nurturing parental figure, masculine or feminine. All right, you could be a nurturer. You could also be a parent. 212 on my screen. 331 could be significant for you, Leo. All right, give me more context there with that one. 333 still sitting there on my screen. 1055. Yeah, see, this is it, right? You've decided, whoever I'm talking to here, 6 of Cups, Chariot in reverse. You're like, when it comes to the past, baby, all right, when it comes to these matters of the past, right, you're like, I'm not moving forward with that. We're not taking action there. We're no longer taking action there, and we're not waiting for anything. We're not looking for no apologies, right? We're not moving forward with that past energy no more. That's why the wheel is turning for you guys, and it's because you've taken control of that, Leo. Unlike that other Leo energy that I pulled out in that first lot of charms. All right, that's the difference between the upright Leos and the Leos who think they're fucking upright. Leos who think that they're on their healing journey but actually haven't done an actual bit of fucking work besides listen to Toxic Tarot, getting pumped up by all these fucking readers, right, who are just keeping those motherfuckers stuck, right? We're not about that energy. This person here, whoever I'm talking to here, this Leo energy, ain't about that past shit. You've balanced yourself out, okay? You are using all the tools, skills, the knowledge, everything that Spirit have given you to get there too. Love that fucking energy, baby. Love it. All right, but again, don't be coming up on my channel fucking thinking all this good shit's for you if you haven't done the fucking work. Leo, baby, look at that Queen of Pentacles energy. Finding your stability, your security. You could be very, very focused on, again, your financial stability at the moment. For some of you guys, you could also be building businesses, working harder in your business. Maybe not harder, but smarter. Going harder, dreaming bigger. Again, really, really nurturing the things that you love. Let's split that. We've got the Knight of Swords. So this Leo energy here that's been taking action here, right? That's been on the giddy, like, giddy up, man. Let's just fucking get this shit. We're not here to get the fucking past. We don't give a fuck, right? But there are still fucking Leos out there that seriously watch tarot and every reading about this past person and then them coming back. And even if you don't want the person, you just want the satisfaction, you're still a shit fucking Leo, right? Who gives a fuck? It's not about your satisfaction. If you need your ego pumped up like that from the past and you haven't let it go, well, I'm sorry to say, but you're not an upright fucking Leo and you're not a part of the soul tribe that I'm trying to build. So please and kindly fuck off out of our energy, right? 3 of Wands. This is a Leo that's had fucking growth. Shit's opening up there. Again, it's because you took control. You listened to Spirit about getting on your destined path here. You've cleared your karmic debts. I love that for you, babe. See, that's because you've been putting in the fucking work. You feel amazing. You're making moves. Having growth, opening doors, right? Feeling really relaxed and good about life right now, huh? Even if there are challenges, right? Because, man, fucking the challenge of moving. 344 on my screen and 2222. Even with the challenge of moving, man, like, when you're in a good fucking place, that shit is easy. That shit's super fucking easy. That's it. Life's beautiful. All right, for these Leos, right? The Leos have been putting in the work. That breakthrough, baby. This Leo energy, these Leo energies are having that breakthrough because they see the truth. They can see things clearly. Being logical. All right. Using that mental clarity and all the power that's up here in your brain to get somewhere. I love that for you guys. All right, let's get you a couple of oracle cards. But again, for those of you that fucking think you're in that energy, man, and you haven't done it, don't. Please stop thinking that any of this shit is, you know, a pat on the back for you, because it's not. This is a pat on the back for the Leo, whoever that Leo is who did that shit. Not for those of you who are fucking still wondering what your ex's fucking karma is. Leo, man, you're beginning here. You are so open to anything new, everything new. Life feels fresh right now. It feels fucking fresh right now. You got that new beginning, baby, because you worked for it. Follow your heart here in these situations that come up for you. You don't need to heal anything. There's nothing here that you need to heal. For some of you guys, you are ready to open up your heart to let new love in. But in any and all situations right now, baby, if you're in that sweet spot, man, 222, whoever I'm talking to, you are on the fucking right path here. You absolutely are on the right fucking path. Good order, baby. Life is in fucking good order. You've put things in good order out here. You've learned from those past mistakes, and these experiences that you went through absolutely helped you to expand. And it shows. It shows in the way that that's showing up for you. And I think, Leo, for those of you, you know, you guys kind of knew that it would turn around. And I know you probably had doubt from time to time, but I think you always knew that there was always going to be that light, because, baby, you are the fucking light. You are the light that is at the end of the tunnel. This was a journey about you going down the tunnel towards your true self. I love that for whoever this is for. You are beginning to remember who and what you truly are. You know it. right? You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I know who the fuck I am. And you know that you're worth the fucking world out here, Leo. You've proven that to yourself, and that's starting to show in what's coming in for you guys. Again, another energy here that's taking control. 323 on my screen. You poured into your manifestations. You made the right choices here, and now that shit it's coming towards you. 323, number 8. That's leading you to your abundance. It's leading you to your wealth, your prosperity. Because you did the work. I love that. I love that. Again, if you're not there, right, you know what you need to do is do all of that. Do all of this shit that we've been talking about forever and a fucking day. If you want to get to that point where spirit can pat you on the back, me too. Snap, gal. If you want to get to that energy and you want that pat on the back from spirit and for this to be your message, then you got to do whatever these Leos out here who have actually gotten that have done. And it is hard. It's not easy, but it's fucking worth it, right? It is 100% fucking worth it. It'll be the one thing that you do that'll be the most difficult, but the most rewarding is leveling the fuck up to get to that energy. But if you're not getting all that good shit coming in, it's because spirit aren't ready to pat you on the back with rewards. Okay, so you got to put the effort in. But to those of you that are in that energy, fucking congratulations. Good fucking job. You're almost at the well done, you did it stage. Because all you guys need now is your little divine union, right? Your counterpart energy. And look, that's even if you want it, right? And I know most of you do. But if you're at that stage where you're at the sweet spot, you're probably ready to open up now to the third level. I love that. I love that. I love that. Spirit's like, well done. Well done. All right, Saggy. Saggy, what up, Saggy? We're going to do 103 on the timer there. Good job, Leo. Proud of you. And Aries, man. Proud of you guys. You guys are actually making progress. Not all, right? But hopefully people start to learn to be a little bit more realistic with themselves, you know, when they listen to readings and things like that, as to know whether they've actually done the fucking work, right? And listening to repeat toxic tarot is not doing the work, guys, by the way. People who actually do the work spend time doing the work, not on YouTube just listening to shit 24/7 and like listening to reads about their past. So, you know, perspective here, guys, you know. And again, these people probably aren't telling you that, but they don't want to tell you that. That's the whole point. And it's up to you to gain and have that discipline to be mindful about what you're letting yourself hear, what you're watching, what you're investing in. Because if it's not investing in yourself, then you're not making a good investment. So you ain't getting the good shit. And it's not spell work for those of you that keep tripping thinking, oh, it's somebody slowing me down. No, it's you who's slowing you down. You are the dark energy that is impacting your life. Because if you're seriously giving that much power to external shit, then you've completely misunderstood the whole point of co-creating with the universe and having power and all of that juicy jazz. So I mean, what, you got the power to manifest, but you don't have the power to control, you know, the direction you go? Like, come on, man. Don't buy into the bullshit, guys. Do not buy it. Whatever they're selling, you know, it's a fucking high price to pay. It really fucking is. It really is. It's like the bullshit my child tried to sell me yesterday. I was like, I'm like, listen, I don't even have money to waste on what you're trying to sell me right now. I said it to him. I'm like, Ari, Mum doesn't have money to buy what you're trying to sell me right now. So, and he's just looking at me like, what? I'm like, what are you trying to sell me here? You're trying to sell me some sort of excuse or an idea of something? I was just like, I'm not having it. So again, what are you buying up out there? All right. The only thing that you should be spending your time and money and energy on is shit that's actually helping. That's it. We know about our past. We lived there. We were in it. Unless, you know, you were in some sort of walking fucking coma for years and still don't actually know what happened in your life, that you need somebody to read it, just stop it. Just stop it. Fucking stop it. All right, Saggy, let's get you some charms out here. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Got a lot of animals out here. So, well, I'm going to say, I don't know, you could be, animals could be very much a guide for you Turtles, cats, horses, dolphins. Again, somebody here very much connects with not just like natures and trees and things, but like actual animals. Somebody here is very, very connected to animals. You could actually have some animals that serve as actual guides for you, whoever I'm talking to. Saggy. What have we got going out here? You've been given some sort of key here, diamond key. This key was given to you because you grew under pressure, right? So somebody grew here under pressure, got themselves a nice little diamond key. Look at you shooting your shot out here, are you, Saggy? Ready to shoot your shot? Focused on your target out here. You got a target. You got a goal. Double crowns. Whoever I'm talking to, man. You definitely have, I want to say as well, lucky clover as well. Got the 4-leaf clover out here. So you can feel like it's lucky, right? But you're deserving of something. There's something here that you're deserving of. Okay. Something maybe that you did during the last retrograde in particular. So I don't know, Soji, you could have made, I don't know why I'm getting something that maybe you made a promise to yourself, or you made some sort of vow, or again, some sort of, there was some sort of statement, something that you maybe said during retrograde that turned something around here for you. You're looking in the distance to the future out here. Lotus flower. You could feel like you came up out of the mud, right? Turned into a beautiful lotus flower out here. So things could have been a bit muddy in the past for you, Saggy. But I feel like around retrograde time, like you were like, you know what? I don't want to keep like playing the same old tune, right? Record just keeps spinning on fucking repeat out here. So you're just like, I don't want to keep repeating the same fucking shit, just going round and round and round. It's not luck, baby. You were given that crown because you fucking earned it. Yeah, because you've been so focused, man. You set a target and you've achieved it. And you did it from the mud up, right? You came up out of the mud and you blossomed. You've blossomed. For some of you guys, Saggy could have been doing, or you could be doing some study, right? Expanding your knowledge out here. There's a little computer out here. So you could be doing some working on something. I get working on the back end of something. So I don't know, it could be, I don't know if some of you could be also starting business, right? Working on the back end of admin type stuff as well. Also as well though, we've got Gemini out here and those 2 crowns, right? So, lover's energy, king and queen. So I know, Saggy, because we've got love heart out here with wings too. So I don't know. I've got wings Cupid, right? So no, we could have something coming up here that maybe I'm just feeling like with that decision that you made during the last retrograde and closing, and I don't know, it could have been about a past situation. That could actually be opening up there. I'm seeing the Lover's card, right? Gemini energy there with those 2 crowns. So could be aligning yourself with somebody that, has also, again, been crowned by the divine, or has just really bossed up to king, queen, emperor, empress type energy, that sort of thing. But with binoculars here, like you're looking in the distance, right? You're looking to go the distance as well. You're looking to go the distance here. I like that energy. I really, really do. I was going to say about these animals as well. These animals have significance, or they've played some sort of significant role here with 242 sitting on my screen. They've played some sort of significant role here in your spiritual journey. There could also be something coming up here in regards to maybe some sort of travel vacation. Somebody could also live seaside, right? Seaside could be significant. We've got the palm tree out here. Somebody could feel like as well, like, I don't know, they deserve a holiday, a bit of a break, right? Could be thinking about taking a break here as well. I'm just thinking about, sipping margaritas on a fucking nice sunny beach one day from all the hard work you've put in. But either way, Saji, it's good energy, man. And it's not luck. It's not luck. It's you, again, you got that key because you were the diamond that was built under pressure here, right? And you leveled the fuck up because you kept focus here, right? You stopped spinning that same fucking cycle over and over. So it's not luck, Saji. It's work. It's hard work, right? It's the hard work. And that decision, because like I said, that decision that you made in retrograde to, I don't know what it is that you said to yourself out there, Saji, but it's probably what turned everything around for you. So good on you for making that vow to yourself or whatever it is that you said, because it's helped. All right, let's get you guys some oracle, some tarot, and then we'll move on to a couple of oracle before we close out this message and I can go the fuck to bed. You guys can get on with your day. 11:11, Saggy. 11:11 on my clock over here. So I could also be talking to, again, another Saggy that is in 11:11 energy. Could be at the third stage, ready to invite that love in. This could be, again, where you're ready to expand to that next stage. If you haven't done all the work and you've solidified your independence and all that juicy good stuff. Flipped over here. I'm like just trying to pick up the cards and Hierophant's flipped over. So, and look, this Hierophant card's got 2 keys on it. So, doors are unlocking here. You got some sort of high knowledge here where your knowledge is elevated as well, right? You've elevated in your knowledge. Star, a lot of transformation, Saji. You've gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot. It's so beautiful though. Such a beautiful energy. Look at the peace there as well. Just, also here, I'm just getting as well with that, just realizing how you can control things, what control you actually have. It is indeed, Brandy. It is indeed, baby. How are you, Loyalty? Hey, Martin. That's why. You listened to Spirit as well, the Hierophant out here. You did. You listened to that higher wisdom here and what you needed to do to transform, and you did. It brought back hope into your life, Saji. It did. It brought back hope, especially because I think there was some of you guys were in some sort of regret in the past. So again, taking on board whatever messages that Spirit had for you and having that transformation. Look at you out here kicking some ass, right? Very passionate about what you're doing. Very, very passionate. Power. You're excited about life, Saji. Whoever I'm talking to, you're excited about the journey. And I would say in the past you weren't, but you're seeing now that there's reasons to be excited. You're absolutely seasoned. You're seasoned, baby. 355 on my screen over there. You're recovering as well, okay? So you're in some sort of, you've recovered. I don't even want to say you're in recovery. You've recovered. Some of you guys as well might blah, 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 might have had addictions that you recovered from. You could have had to have gone through recovery. But you do. It's all the work that you've put in as to why you are so excited, right? Because you know, oh, look at that, baby. You know where you're at, Saji. You know where you're at. I love that. You know that positive things are coming for you. You're not forcing anything. You're not shying away from anything. You're listening. You're positive. You're optimistic. Some of you guys, again, when I got with that computer stuff, right? So again, you could be building a business right now. It could be a startup starting out, or you could also be remodeling the way that you're doing things in your business right now. Back end stuff. Very practical, being very, very practical. But I get as well a lot of passion there still too. A lot of passion. Oh, Saji, look at that. Oh, shit. Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands under that. Saji, you're ready. You're ready. You are ready, baby, for that. Start welcoming that in. Start inviting that in. No, you don't need to act small for anyone. Oh, look at that. Knight of Cups. So, Saji, if somebody comes in and wants to come in and sweep you off your feet, shit, if you're a Saji Divine Masculine, you want to go and sweep someone off their feet, You're ready. You're certainly fucking ready for it. Go get it, Saggy. I mean, I love this Four of Wands. It's such a beautiful card, man. Isn't it? Can't really tell with the camera there, but the dress also looks a little bit like sparkly, right? Looks like there's a lot of detail, right? There's a lot of detail on that dress. So you could also be somebody who likes to pay attention to details, right? Paying attention to the blah, 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 finer details. Finer details. Oh, just spirit light, just keep pulling for a minute. So Saggy feminine, okay, could be a King of Swords in your energy. He's in the upright too, by the way, with the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be, again, past life soul connection here. Got King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups. Don't take that as blah, blah, blah. It's going to be just that familiar energy with somebody, right? You're going to feel right at home. And again, for whoever I'm talking to, this could be your twin flame. This could be that you are calling in your twin flame, and that's why it feels so familiar. Like you're at home with this person. I like that. I like that. Hey, dear, what's with you lately just coming into live streams like almost at the end of shit? I noticed that yesterday, last night on Simrex's channel. You popped in just as he was ending. I was just like, oh, poor dear. Didn't get to hang out. Didn't get to witness me and my very, very bad gutter jokes yesterday. Just trying to compete with Kyle and Bella from the day before. All right, Saggy, let's have a little look-see. Oh, that one's a flip out. Yeah, look at that, baby. You're fucking using your brain out here. Calculated moves, baby. That's how you know to get the best out of life, right? By playing it fucking smart. To give yourself the best, right? Because you want the best life. And that's what you're getting out here. Oof, practical wisdom, Saggy. Saggy, using your head, aren't you, baby? Abso-fucking-lutely. 262. Yeah, you found the options, right, on how to balance your shit out, and you took them. You were able to recognize the solutions that were there, and you're just like, yep, I'm doing it. That's why you got this new beginning. You're ready for something new again as well. So again, remember, every time you level up, whether you're that first line of numerology, that second line of numerology, or the third line that we talked about, they are all new beginnings, right? That's all new levels, new stuff. So well done, Saggy, for getting there too, because, man, we've had some of that toxic, shitty fucking energy pop up here. Okay. Changing the status quo. You're here to help rewrite some sort of happiness, right? You're here to help rewrite the status quo here, and here to make other people happy. Here to show other people how to be happy. How to show them how to change the status quo out here. You did. You made the changes here. That's what's allowing for this different experience. And it could feel a little bit mind-blowing some days for you, Saggy. Like, fuck, man, like, how the fuck did I get here, right? But you did. You did. Just look back and look at all the good choices that you made, all the moves that you made. Time for expanding your experiences. There is movement taking place. I get again as well. So I don't know, Saggy, there could be some of you guys, again, that are traveling or will be traveling, will be maybe even moving in order to, again, maybe get to a place where it feels better for you, where there's more opportunity, maybe even. Okay, but there's definitely movement here. There's expansion here. You have expanded, Saggy. Let's go one more for my Saggies. I'm loving the energy for you guys. Yeah, see, I said that. You did. You found the solutions. You opened your eyes and be like, you know what? I've got options here, and I'm going to use those options that are available to me, those ideas, those steps, and get this shit done so I can have that fresh start. Fucking good job, Saggy. Good work. All right, good work. Pat on the back. So, for those of you guys that are at that, again, those opportunities have started opening up. Start looking out, man, because I feel like for some of you guys, you're really going to start seeing those 717s, the 1212s, the 1111s. But again, remember, if you're not at the stage where you haven't done any of that work, the 1111 means something completely different to one individual than what it does to somebody else. Because again, it depends on where you're at with the journey. So, don't be out here tripping and thinking that you've done the work, but you actually haven't. And then reading into all these, numbers and numerology and all the messages that spirit are giving you and thinking that you're at that level, right? Know where you're actually at and what the numerology means for you in that moment. But like I said, for those of you guys that you've built your solid independence, you've made the changes, you're chasing your dreams, and you are starting to see the rewards of that, You guys are ready. All right, you're ready. Oh, I'm proud of all of the fire sign energies that I've read tonight. That, and look, I know most of you guys as well. You know, I know those of you who are in that energy. All right. I also know those of you, especially Leos, right, who aren't in that fucking good energy, man. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you, call it a fucking mill. All right, it's time to sort your fucking shit out, Leo. Like, it's really, and that other Aries energy, man. Time to sort your fucking shit out. You can't have new beginnings while you're still being fucking toxic, man. It doesn't happen, you know. So just think about that. If you really want to get to, you know, this well done, you did it fucking energy and this pat on the back from fucking spirit and this divine union energy, then you got to put the fucking work in, man. You have to do it. It's not just going to come to you. All right, guys, that is it for this read. I won't be on tomorrow. I am taking Sunday off, but the numbers kept coming through over and over and over. And then Spirit were trying to explain to me the who, what, when, where. And then I asked them today to actually confirm numerology. And I kid you fucking not, within the space of 1.5 hours, bang, 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 they all came through. And I was like, okay, cool. And that's when I knew I had to sort of get this. I'm not reading for Libra. This isn't a Libra read. This is an Aries Leo Sag read. This is specifically fire sign read. And that numerology is across the board for all you fire signs. Again, relative to where you're at. So, but yeah, Spirit wanted me to get this message out in this time frame too, between the 27th and the 28th. So I was like, we're just going to get it out, get it done. And I will spend tomorrow doing, hopefully fuck all, but hanging out with my babies, right? Because it's, you know, Sunday fun day, right? It's Leo's day tomorrow. So I'm going to go hopefully sit out in the sun for a little bit. But I love you guys so much. And I hope that's given you some sort of clarification, confirmation. Again, if you've been seeing those numbers where you're at in those different levels, then again, well done, because you're there 11:22 p.m. on my clock. And that's me done and dusted. Love you guys, and I will see you guys when I'm back on Monday. Bye for now. Mwah.